51% of marketers say that keeping up with AI feels like a full-time job on top of their full-time job. If you felt that, you're not imagining it, and you're definitely not alone. Whether you're using AI every day, or you're just getting started, or you don't know where to start, the pace of AI right now can feel like something you'll just never catch up to. Hi, I'm Daphne, co-founder of VeraContent, a global content marketing agency, and today I want to talk about something I think we're not talking about enough in the industry. The very real anxiety and overwhelm that comes with trying to keep up with AI right now, plus some honest and practical ways to manage it. Please share this video with anyone you think could benefit from it, so let's dive in. To give you some context, I've been working in the content marketing industry for over 10 years now, so I've had to face a lot of industry changes firsthand, and I can tell you that what's going on right now with AI feels very different. It's louder, it's faster, and trying to keep up is pretty relentless. I talk to marketing experts, business owners, and fellow agency leaders all the time in Barcelona and around the world, and the conversation is the same everywhere. Even the people who look like they have it all figured out are struggling and say that the changes that are going on are insane, and sometimes they even say, I'm struggling, or I'm overwhelmed, or I don't know even where to start right now, or if I'm using the right tool, or how to properly automate and use AI in my company. And then there's another group that we don't talk about enough. People who want or need a career break, whether it's a sabbatical or for family responsibilities or new moms who are going on maternity leave. There's a real fear that stepping back, even just briefly, means that you're going to be way too far behind to ever be able to jump back in again. Not to mention friends and family who think that AI is completely frightening and a threat to humanity and life as we know it. So let's talk about this. Because the first thing that I want you to hear is this. 1 in 3 employees score high on AI anxiety. This is an industry-wide reality. And knowing that makes things actually easier to deal with. You're not behind, you're actually in the majority. 68% of employees say that they want AI training more than job guarantee. A lot of people aren't asking to avoid this, what they're asking for is support in navigating it. So here are our tips with coping with and keeping up with AI. Number 1, find your people. The single most powerful thing I've done is talk to people in my industry. Not to compare where everyone is, but just to share what's actually going on. Something shifts when you talk about this out loud. The moment you say, I'm overwhelmed or I need a little help here, and somebody says, me too, is the moment that everything starts to feel more manageable. Community right now is everything, especially in the marketing industry where a lot of the anxiety we feel is behind our computer screens as we scroll LinkedIn all day and see all these updates, and it can feel like everybody but you is keeping up with these changes, but that's not the reality. So seek out your people, find a local meetup, or start your own WhatsApp group with 5 people that you trust. I've seen this work time and time again. As soon as someone admits, I'm struggling, the whole room relaxes. You'll be surprised how quickly a support group forms around a moment of honesty. Tip number 2, put this moment in history into context. So if you feel that everybody has this figured out but you, that's not the reality. Most businesses and marketers are right in the middle of this just like you. So here are some stats that, at least for me, help put things into perspective. 72% of businesses have started adopting AI, but only for at least one business function. And among the companies that are using AI, only 1% of business leaders say that their company is fully AI mature. Only 1%. So that means that 99% of businesses that are using AI haven't fully implemented it yet. So the bar that you're measuring yourself against doesn't exist. Nobody has nailed this. So now let's zoom out even further. Think about what happened when email arrived and office workers thought it would replace them. It didn't, it actually created new roles. When personal computers arrived in the 1980s, so many clerical workers feared job loss. But over the next decade, office employment grew significantly. We saw the same thing happen with the internet and gaming. An industry that looked chaotic and unpredictable for years before it became one of the most stable creative sectors in the world. Every single tech wave brings this anxiety, and every single time, the people who pace themselves and adapt thoughtfully do better than those who sprint themselves into burnout. This wave will normalize too, it always does. Tip number 3, set a small daily learning goal. One of the biggest mistakes I see is trying to learn everything at once. You open 5 tabs, you download 3 tools, watch 4 hours of tutorials on Sunday, and then feel behind and exhausted all at once. The research backs this up. About 1 in 7 workers have experienced mental fatigue with trying to stay up to date with all the current tools. The problem isn't the tools. It's the insane pace that we're trying to consume them at. So make it tiny. Use the Pomodoro technique. Set a 20-minute timer and just play with one AI tool. No desired outcome, no pressure, just play, explore, and see what happens. Or commit to watching just one short YouTube video per day. That's it, 1 video per day. Small and consistent beats intense and unsustainable every time. You'll be surprised how much you can absorb when you're not trying to absorb everything all at once. Tip number 4, know when to bring in help. This one I've had to learn the hard way. You don't need to figure out everything all by yourself. If AI is genuinely affecting your team's productivity, your confidence, or your ability to serve clients, it might be worth bringing in an expert. A consultant, an agency partner, or even one person on your team who genuinely loves this stuff and can lead the learning for everyone else. Not everyone on your team needs to become an AI expert. You do need to understand enough to make good decisions, though. And sometimes the most strategic decision you can make is knowing who to call. Tip number 5, protect your mental health, full stop. Constant technological change is a major source of stress for marketers. The pressure to adopt new tools, manage rapid digital shifts, and keep pace with an industry that never slows down can take a heavy toll. And for many, there's an underlying fear that our skills are becoming obsolete and that we'll never catch up. So I want to get personal here for a second because this one's close to my heart. I've been a dancer and yogi for pretty much all my life. And long before wellness became a buzzword, movement and stillness have always been a part of how I operate. Not as an escape, but as a foundation. It's what keeps me grounded enough so that I can actually think clearly when I do get to my desk. What I've noticed in myself and everybody that I talk to, the people who are learning how to use these tools the best are the ones who also know when and how to disconnect from them, who take real breaks, who move their bodies, who get outside, who spend quality time with people, and have conversations about things that aren't just related to productivity and the latest in AI. We're being pulled harder and harder towards our screens right now, as well as towards speed and constant input. And I think the antidote, more than any app or framework, is deliberately and intentionally going in the other direction. A yoga class, a long walk without your phone, a dinner with people you actually like. These are not luxuries. I genuinely believe that they are the most strategic things you can do right now. Because honestly, no tool is going to save you if you're burnt out. AI will not make you more creative if you don't let your mind rest. The human side of marketing, the intuition, the creative storytelling, the empathy, that's exactly what the tools can't replace. And that's exactly what gets eroded if we never unplug. So set healthy limits and reduce your screen time when you can. Build a physical practice, whatever that looks like for you. Connect with people on a human level, not just in Slack threads or LinkedIn comments, but in person, over coffee, in a room together. It matters more than ever. The industry is going to keep moving whether or not you take a break, so take your break. So let's recap. Find your community because everything gets better when you know you're not alone. Remember that the majority of businesses are still figuring this out. And every tech wave before this one has normalized. Make your learning tiny and consistent. Know when to bring in expert help. And above everything else, protect your mental health. The marketing industry is changing fast, but you've adapted before and you'll adapt again. And again, share these tips with anyone you think might benefit from them, even if they're not in the marketing industry. At VeraContent, we work with marketing teams who are navigating exactly this. And our honest take? Learn AI, use AI, but don't lose sight of what it can't do. AI generates ideas, but you build relationships. You make the strategic calls, you bring the vision, and that's not going anywhere. So now I want to hear from you. Do you have any tips about managing anxiety around AI? Things that have genuinely helped you, whether that's a practice, a habit, or a community, or just a mindset shift? Drop them in the comments below. I think this is exactly the type of conversation that we need right now. And if you want more honest, practical insights like these, sign up for our newsletter. The link is in the description. We send it regularly, no spam, just things that we think are genuinely worth your time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more marketing tips and insights.